Oscar-winning actor Sir Alec Guinness. A hospital spokesman in Midhurst, England, says the British actor died Saturday night of undisclosed causes. One of Guinness's best-known roles is of Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars. The 86-year-old was knighted by Queen Elizabeth back in 1959 for his accomplishments in theatre and film. Jim Moray has more.
Today I'm looking for the final home of actor Alec Guinness, as well as visiting his gravesite. It looks like I'm in the forest scene from the Star Wars film Return of the Jedi. So I'm actually just outside the town of Petersfield in southern England. Alec Guinness' film credits include Lavender Hill Mob, Laurence of Arabia and Dr. Zhivago, but he's best remembered today for his part as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the first Star Wars Trilogy, and his part as Colonel Nicholson in the 1957 film The Bridge over the River Kwai. Guinness considered the scene where Colonel Nicholson emerges from the oven as some of the finest work he did throughout his career. He would win an Academy Award for Best Actor for his part in the film. However, the production of the film had been very difficult due to heat and humidity of the filming location in Sri Lanka, and Guinness and director David Lean would often argue on set. Tragically, assistant director John Kerrison was killed in a car accident on the way to one of the filming locations. Alec Guinness passed away in the year 2000. At the time of his death, he was living here in Steep Marsh, near the town of Petersfield. Alec Guinness and his wife, Marula, settled in this area in the mid-1950s after relocating from London. Although he's more known as a film actor, Alec Guinness preferred working on stage. When he was offered the part in the first Star Wars film, he was initially hesitant. He was aware that George Lucas had directed the film American Graffiti, and this was a factor in him accepting the role. Guinness was the only person to receive a Best Acting nomination in any of the Star Wars films. And he received 2.25% of the revenue from the Star Wars film, which obviously made him a very wealthy man. This is the Harrow Inn. It's not far from Alec Guinness's house. Alec Guinness would often be seen here in later life, usually playing darts with his son Matthew, and always at 6 p.m. Just down from the pub, we've got Harrow Lane here, and Alec Guinness would often make his way to the pub along this road, or this lane. He would also often cycle to Petersfield. Wow, really nice cottage here, amazing, right by the river. It is not easy to see, but there's an outbuilding here. Don't know if you can see the little building on the top right hand side of the screen. Well, just behind that is Alec Guinness's former home. For a Hollywood star with money, it's a pretty modest house, really. Interesting gates here. We've got a cricket club just behind it, and they've obviously dedicated this gate to somebody who's passed away, somebody who liked playing cricket. Malcolm's Gate. Alec Guinness died in August 2000, and his wife died shortly afterwards in October of the same year. They are buried next to each other here in Petersfield Cemetery. Alec Guinness's casket was decorated with flowers collected from his garden and also from the fields near his house. It was a low-key funeral, with the whole ceremony being kept secret to avoid the crowds. Only 50 invited guests were invited to the house after the funeral service. Okay, I've located the graves. In living memory of Sir Alec Guinness, born 2nd of April 1914, died 5th of August 2000. The readiness is all, rest in peace. Of course, he's buried next to his wife, Laurence Guinness, born 16th of October 1914, died 18th of October 2000. If you liked the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you usually watch my videos and you like them most of the time, please consider giving the like early on in the video. It really helps get the video out to a wider audience. Okay guys, we'll see you on the next one.